I don't know what kind of blessed alternate universe we're in right now.
They're kind of cute. Look at them. They are kind of cute. They're little stripy tails. Two things. They both start with T.
Yep. Tax and tipping. Honestly, that was like a very entertaining sports match.
Good morning.
Hello.
We are just a bit around the bay from where we were yesterday.
We were literally over there yesterday, and now we are in a beach park.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it has a name, I can't remember.
We just walked down through like the West End, which was just like a shopping street kind of, but we did find an Australian bakery that had meat pies. And
Yes, we
we're
did.
We're going to go back there to get lunch.
They are very un-Australian in price, but they are very Vancouver in price, so hopefully they taste good to make up for the atrocity of the price.
We were saying that the real test will be whether or not they come with tomato sauce.
Yeah, or even
ketchup.
even if they don't come with it when we ask for it. If they don't have it in the store,
Can't call yourself an Australian.
no. And if
bakery.
they look at us funny when we ask, like, what are you doing?
We'll see.
We are going to go there because our plan today is to walk around to Stanley Park, and there's no food over there. So after we've sat and looked at the beautiful view for a little while, we're going to go get some Australian pies. But yeah, what a stunning day.
Yeah, it is really nice. We really like this like coast area, which
Yeah,
is good because Vancouver
or
has
harbour.
a lot of, well, yeah, harbour. But Vancouver has a lot of like
Water.
water.
Yeah, it's really nice. I think the city of Vancouver, I mean, no, we were talking like the other day, there's no city that's nice. Like, no city area of any city is nice. But the city here isn't particularly special, but when you go out to the water, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is really lovely. And like all the views of the mountains and stuff. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, we have our pies and we got free ketchup. It's exciting.
What do we have?
This is a butter chicken pie, not Australian, but delicious. And this is traditional Aussie, which is just beef mince, gravy, and
Onions.
So that's exciting. We have eaten our pies. We are back by the water, and we're just gonna now slowly make our way around to Stanley Park, which will be fun.
Yeah, we went to Stanley Park a couple of days ago. Actually, don't really remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
As we said the other day, it's really big, so we're going to like a different section of it.
Yeah.
We didn't really get to look around.
There's like an aquarium in Stanley Park. So I think we're going to go to that area. Not that we'll go to the aquarium, but I think there's other stuff to do in that area. But I just wanted to quickly, we'll be brief, but quickly discuss some things about North America that are frustrating as an Australian or even a European, honestly. But I'm sure anyone who's been here knows what we're going to say, but
Two things, they both start with T.
yep. Tax and tipping. I don't think there's anything more frustrating than when you go to pay for something and it isn't the amount that is on the shelf, and then when you, I don't know, we're at a restaurant and you think, great, my pasta is $20, and you go to pay and they add tax and then you have to tip on top. It's very stressful.
It is, and like, I know Canadian tipping is different than American.
It is. I think it's less.
It's like it's
less common.
compulsive.
Yeah,
Like,
less
in America,
compulsive,
you,
yeah.
you kind of have to tip. But it's kind of harder here because we don't know
We don't know tipping culture.
where to tip. I know we tip at restaurants, but from what we read online, it's less customary at cafes.
Yep.
But then, like the place we just went to for lunch didn't have table service,
Nope.
but we did eat there.
Yep.
So is that a restaurant, or like it's
very
really
stressful.
hard not as a local to know when you're meant to tip and when you're not meant to tip.
It's so stressful. If you're not used to tipping and tax, you'll understand how it feels. Everywhere you go, you don't know how much you're paying until you get there, and even then, you then have to choose what level of tip you do.
Yeah.
Very stressful, especially for two people who are very anxious all the time.
trees in this park are so tall. It's quite crazy. There's one behind us. That guy. They're so big.
Such a beautiful park.
It really is. But yes, we've made it back to Stanley Park. And we're just wandering around a different path than last time. And we're going to make it down to the other area. Because we accidentally walked too far around the seawall.
Yes.
Because it's such a nice walk and we didn't really think about how far we went.
I could walk along the seawall like the whole way. I can walk along it all day. It's so nice.
It is. It's beautiful. But also being in here is lovely. Significantly colder though, which is not a surprise, but
I like it. Nice and refreshing.
we're now in the area of Stanley Park that's near like the aquarium and the pavilion.
Yeah, this is like the more family friendly area.
Yeah, as you can see, it's much more like a park than a forest.
Heaps of squirrels.
Squirrels absolutely everywhere.
The aquarium's this way.
Actually,
let's get this way.
My goodness. But it's really nice, and it's interesting like how different this is to the other park.
Yeah, it's like two different parks.
Yeah, but it's so lovely. I could spend like days here just like wandering around.
There's so many
watching
squirrels.
all the squirrels.
I also don't know if we've said before, but for some reason Vancouver is like black squirrel central.
Yeah. Let's see if you can look. Just there.
Look at that one. He's eating a nut.
Where is he? Very far away. But we'd seen like maybe one or two black squirrels in Europe before coming here, but they're everywhere. We've only seen a couple of grey squirrels here.
It's so weird. Like
they're
I
mostly
thought
black
squirrels were rare, but apparently they're the squirrel in Canada.
They are.
Which I'm here for because they're very cute.
They are. I mean, the grey ones are also cute,
they are.
but
They're all cute.
look at him. He's off. Oh, we love it.
They're everywhere.
Guys, there's raccoons.
This is so cool.
I'm not getting too close because I don't know what they're like, but
I mean, this is cool for us, but I can imagine that it's an absolute nightmare if you're like, if they're getting into your home bins.
yeah. This is the first time I've seen a raccoon that I could actually... I've seen them before, but it was nighttime. They're kind of cute. Look at
They are kind of cute.
their little stripy tail.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh, a possum.
Seeing raccoons is one of the coolest things we've seen.
I honestly
Like,
reckon
definitely animal-wise.
if you're from North America, you're probably like, why do they care about raccoons? I don't know. I didn't think I was going to get to see one.
No.
Considering they're nocturnal. So yeah, I definitely think that's up there with the cooler animals we've seen.
Yeah, it's like... It's so interesting seeing like animals like that.
You need to see photos of?
Yeah, or like in TV
Or
shows.
cartoons.
Yeah. Because like obviously, this might not be obvious if you're not Australian, we have a lot of American TV shows.
Yeah.
So we're familiar with all the American animals from TV.
Yeah.
But we don't have them.
It's so cool.
So that was kind of cool. They're really cute.
They are kind of cute.
With their little eye masks.
Yeah.
And their stripy tails.
Very big.
And again, if you are someone that is like, where they're native, you're probably like, they are not cute. They are a menace. But
I thought they're
cute. We're next to a road, so I hope you can hear us. But the best thing just happened. We walked past we just went to the supermarket and we walked past these guys that were giving out free samples of chocolate. And they are clearly at the end of their day, and they gave us each like handfuls of them. They were just like literally like, take it.
I love this.
This is so good.
Alright, Krissie just googled it because we've been seeing this incredible mountain.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's like, where's my hand?
Yeah, you can...
In here.
Yep, that little white bit you can see there is the top of a mountain. Krissie googled it. That is in Washington State, USA.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Vancouver's real close to the border, but also that's a really long way.
Also, look at that view and sunset.
And the moon up there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful.
It has been a few days since we've vlogged anything. We have barely left the house for the last couple of days except to do grocery shopping.
It's been lovely.
It has. By the time you see this video, it will all be up. So we've actually been working very hard on our blog.
We have. Yeah. Well, we've been doing as best we can with two people with absolutely no knowledge of how to make a blog.
Yeah, it turns out WordPress is not as intuitive as we have been led to believe.
Yeah. Lots of like YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, but that's what we've been doing. So that's been nice and productive.
Yeah.
But we are obviously back out. We're on the seawall walk, I think. Is it still called the seawall walk around here? Which goes around like most of Vancouver. And we're just wandering along a bit of it. And then tonight we're doing something very exciting.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have any idea what's going on.
No.
But it's gonna be fun. It's like something I feel like I've always wanted to do if we came to Canada.
Yeah, it's a very Canadian thing to do.
It is, and we're very lucky that it's the correct time of year.
Yes. So you'll find out what that is in a bit when we get there. But for now, we're just going to wander around the city, take it all in again, get some dinner.
Aww.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say.
See you later.
We forgot to film before we started eating, but we just got Thai food from a food court. And Catherine's just been doing some research so we can try and understand what is going on tonight.
Yeah. I think we got it in terms of like if it was played very slow, we can understand. But it's played at
We haven't said where we're going, so
yeah, it's not going to be hard to figure it out.
No.
If it was played at a normal speed, we'd probably have some idea. But it's played so fast.
I don't think we're going to know what
have any idea what's going on. We're going to an ice hockey game. That's right, the well-kept secret.
Yes, probably gave it away with researching the rules. We know nothing about ice hockey.
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Except for what we Googled just over dinner.
But it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. It's going to be very fast, very confusing, very violent. We're excited.
They're doing the Invictus Games here next year, so it's like a thing. How fun!
How random. It's quite fun. It's actually less fast than I thought.
Yeah.
I think because there's only 6 players per team, so it's like not that big.
Yeah, and the arena's quite big.
Yeah.
But we've already seen like 2 referees get in the way and 1 minor fight between players. So like it is a hockey game.
Yeah, also they have that big screen in the middle which
big fight. One of the 2 things we know about ice hockey is that they fight a lot.
It's very dramatic. That big screen in the middle of the thing, I just associate with like American and Canadian games. Like we do not have this.
No, we have screens, but they're like on the edges.
Yeah, like you don't have this big middle one.
No.
It's very cool. It's like
it's useful though.
In my eyes though. It's so big.
It's also really useful because you can look at it and the game at the same time.
Yeah, it is cool.
Okay, it's dark, but the game's over.
And they won.
They won. It was quite fun.
It was so fun. Honestly, that was like a very entertaining
sports match.
It was, and we were saying it's interesting because with that like big screen we showed, also sorry for the lighting, it's just going to keep coming in and out as we walk to the bus. The big screen that we showed, like literally anytime play stopped for anything, they were like playing music, there were lights flashing, like,
there was like cameras on the crowd.
Yeah, it was like not a single
dancing.
Not a single second when nothing was happening.
My favourites were, there was a part where they got this like 10-year-old and showed him retro like things, like a fax machine, you have to guess what they were.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
And then there was also this guy that they kept panning to who was like such a good dancer, and then the second time they panned to him he was like sitting, like not paying attention, and he saw himself on the screen and was like ugh, and then got up and slayed. It was great.
It was so good. And then they had a couple of things. So ice hockey, it's unusual from most sports I know, is played in thirds. So you have like a 20-minute third, 20-minute break, then another one, then a 20-minute break, and then the last one. And in the 2 breaks, they had stuff. So the first break, they had kids playing ice hockey, which was very so cute. I filmed a bit of that, and they were like so sweet. It was like the under 9s.
Yeah.
And then the second one, they had what looks like an elite game, where you essentially have a zorbing ball on your head. They were trying to play soccer on the ice, just in normal shoes. It was incredible. But yeah, overall, very fun. Very entertaining.
We were like, oh, we could leave at like 2/4 time or whatever. Two-third time. If we want to beat the crowd, but I didn't want to leave. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was. And funnily enough, we were sat in front of a bunch of Australians. So we really are everywhere.
We really are.
But yeah, good fun.
Highly entertaining. You should definitely go.
Yeah, and the tickets were not that expensive.
They weren't that expensive, and there was so many like available ones. Like we got ours on resale, so I don't think it'll be that hard to get tickets.
No. Good morning.
Hello.
It is several more days later now.
Several, yes.
And we are out on a walk. This is our only activity of the day.
Yeah, and it's like a proper walk. Like we're not just like wandering the suburbs like normal.
Yeah, we thought we'd vlog because it's a bit different than our normal just walking around the streets. We're actually walking along a little creek.
Yeah.
Lynn Creek, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It's in Lynn Valley. I think it might be called Lynn Creek.
Yeah, it's just lovely. We're staying like right nearby. We've sort of walked near it a couple times, and we were just like, one of our days in, we should like actually walk along it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. It's already proved worth it because we've seen at least 10 dogs.
At least. I was very blessed. But it's also interesting. There's another dog coming. It's interesting. We've been in Vancouver for 2 weeks now, and the leaves have changed so much. I think they must have been like, ooh, it's so bright. The sun's right behind us. Let me block it with my head. The leaves must have been like at their peak just before we got here, and now they're gone.
Yeah, everything's fallen off, but it means the ground looks cool. I don't know, it's very autumnal and I love it.
It is, it's so lovely, but it's just like I mean I don't really know how Canberra is. Sydney doesn't really get autumn.
Canberra does.
Like the leaves kind of change, but they change and fall, and sometimes they just fall off while they're still green. It's just not that interesting, whereas here,
yeah, it's beautiful.
But it's changed a lot quicker than I expected it, but it's probably because of the time we got here.
Yes.
But yeah, we're just gonna walk along here for a while and take in the nature.
It's so beautiful. I don't know what kind of blessed alternate universe we're in right now, but we seem to be like out at at like dog walking time.
Yeah.
Like, but not only that, but it's like,
I don't know if you can see behind us, but there's like 10.
I don't know, it's not only that, but it's like, it's like dog walkers seem to be out, because there's a woman in front of us with 5, and there's a woman behind us with about 5 or 6.
Yeah. So blessed.
It's incredible. Honestly, this is probably the most amount of dogs I've seen in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing. Definitely come do this walk if you like dogs.
This walk is so nice.
Specifically at like mid-morning to late morning on a Thursday. Don't know why, but
It is the best. Hello from a very foggy Vancouver.
we can usually see the city over there.
Yep.
It's just
We can
white.
usually see the bridges, all the skyscrapers, can't see anything. And we can just hear foghorns going off. I don't think it's a good day to be on the water today.
No. It is our second last day in Vancouver, but our last day that we're actually doing anything.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow we have so much stuff like admin stuff to do.
Yeah.
Paying for our flight, buying snacks,
Washing
doing all of our
clothes.
washing.
Yeah. So we are going back to Stanley Park because it's been our highlight of Vancouver.
Yeah.
Where there's like the sea. There's the seawall walk which goes around the whole park, and we've done like one half of it, like I would say a third of it this side, a third of it this side, and we haven't done the middle.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the whole thing today.
Yeah. It's hopefully gonna have nice views.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If not, it'll
still
a
be
vibe.
nice. Yeah, it will be a vibe. So it is quite cold.
Yeah, it is chilly today.
It's very cold, but that's okay. So we are off, and I guess we will see you whenever we get across the bridge. Maybe we'll film some of the foggy view as we go. Do. We've detoured.
We're on a side quest.
It's been like 2 hours. We haven't even gotten lunch because we realized we probably need snow boots. We didn't use them in Norway, obviously, because we were going warmer the lower we went, but we're getting colder until for like
The next couple of months.
2 months almost to the day.
Yeah.
It's just going to be cold.
We realised, our feet were kind of chilly. Our feet were kind of chilly in Whistler the other day, which, by the way, we went to Whistler. That'll be next week's video.
Yeah, it was really, really great.
But it's just going to keep getting colder.
Yeah,
and we're
like
spending
really cold.
the entire winter in not the entire winter, most of the winter in pretty cold places.
Yeah.
We just realised our shoes probably aren't going to cut it.
No.
So
Now we're on a desperate search for winter shoes that aren't hundreds of dollars, and I don't think we're going to be successful.
no, we do have a backup plan of Amazon, which we don't like to do, but
How do you know what
desperate
size you
times.
are?
I know, but desperate times, you know. We'll see. Wish us luck. I found these ones. They're like, all right, they're nice and fluffy and warm. Warmth is the main factor we're going for.
It is.
How are you going?
Shoes are okay.
That took us like 40 minutes, but we both have found success.
They're not as cheap as I would have liked, if I'm honest.
No, they're 60 Canadian dollars each, which for a pair of like snowshoes is not
Yeah.
snow boots. They're not snowshoes.
Oh well.
But it's not bad,
At least we
and
found something.
they'll last us well for the next couple of months, hopefully.
They will. They will be worn every single day. It's lunchtime. We came to Chipotle, which is not a chain I thought was in Canada, if I'm being completely honest.
We also weren't intending to come here, but we finished getting our shoes and we were both starving.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1:45, so.
And Chipotle was like a 3-minute walk away, so here we are.
Also, exciting. This is not exciting to anyone except me, but you can get side tortillas here, so I can just make my own little burrito, which I've never seen anyone do in Australia, so this is quite exciting.
This is great because they're sharing a burrito bowl. Catherine got a side tortilla to wrap hers in, and I got side chips so I can eat it like nachos, and we both win. But we just get to share a meal. It's so good. All right, Chipotle review.
It was banging.
It was so good.
So good.
It's basically GYG
Yeah.
if you've had that in Australia.
Yeah. I'm interested to see if the servings are bigger in America, because I remember them being gigantic in America. So
I
we'll
wouldn't be
see.
surprised.
Yeah.
But now we walked through the West End, which is just like part of the city. And
we
made
accidentally
it.
walked through the gay area.
We did. There were pride flags everywhere,
Yeah.
but I didn't film anything.
It was nice.
But we've made it to the seawall walk. The fog has lifted.
It has.
So we can actually see
the mountains over there.
Yeah.
Hasn't
I think
lifted
we're
very far.
we're under the fog though.
Yeah, we are.
So now we're just gonna walk around the entirety of Stanley Park. It's
What
gonna
a
be
nice last day.
It is. I feel like we've just done Stanley Park like 6 times.
We have.
But it is our favourite area of the city.
It
Actually,
is.
our favourite area of the city is where we're staying in North Vancouver.
Yeah, but this is
But the city.
the nicest thing to do on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah. This is a seal. Look at him.
He's so cute.
I don't know if seals are like super common here. Oh, there he is. That's him, just that little blob next to the rock. No one else has noticed him or no one else cares.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
We're gonna have to look up what kind of seal he is because we can see him pretty clearly. He's grey with black spots.
Yeah.
And he's like a meter and a half?
Yeah.
A meter-ish?
Like a not a huge seal,
No.
but a pretty good size
A
seal.
decent seal. So we'll have to look up what kind of seal he is because he'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
But he's very cute and we're excited even if no one else is.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, maybe we just get more excited about wildlife. That tiny spot.
I also did not realise that the seawall walk was 8 kilometres.
Yes. I
So-
did realise, but because we went on our shoe detour, we are running out of daylight probably quicker than we're going to be able to finish the walk.
Yeah, so we'll see where we get to and then we'll just cut across back to our bus to go back. But it's lovely. It is such a lovely walk.
It is.
And you get to see seals.
You do if you're
If
paying
you're lucky.
attention.
Yeah.
It is like a really nice walk. I mean, you can see by
Just
the
along the water.
amount of people that have walked past this is very popular. But it's just lovely. We were saying earlier, we're always like city people. We like to travel to cities. We like seeing like places around cities. But our favorite thing to do in a city is find somewhere that feels like it's not in a
Yeah.
city.
But you're close to the city. I don't know. I couldn't live in the country.
No. But
I-
you also couldn't live where there's no nature
No,
available.
I need to live next to or near a park. In Sydney, we live on the same street as a park, so I feel like I've always been near parks. But
Yeah.
I also need stuff to do to keep me entertained.
Yeah. Vancouver's good for that.
Vancouver
It
is
is.
great for that. Stanley Park has been a highlight.
It really has. It's 4 p.m. The sun's setting in like 20 minutes and it's starting to get chilly.
It's real cold.
So we are cutting across the park and cutting off the last like 2 kilometers of the walk.
Yeah, I feel like
But we
we've
did
done-
that. We did that the first day we came to Stanley Park. So
Yeah, the
in,
first part.
in total, we have actually completed the whole walk.
Honestly, I feel like we just did about 6 kilometers though, so I'm tired.
Yeah, it is a lot colder than we expected as well. We didn't check the weather this morning, so that's on us. But it's chilly. But we are going to finish off this video here while we walk across Stanley Park one last time.
Oh, what a wild 3 weeks.
I know,
I can't believe it's been so long already.
I know. I have no idea how long this video is. It has been lovely. Like, it's been a very relaxing break.
Yes.
And the area that we've been staying in North Vancouver is just beautiful.
So nice. We reckon, like, if you're not staying in North Vancouver, which I would recommend it, but it's also, I would say at least 45 minutes to an hour's journey each way.
Yeah,
So,
depending on bus times and
depending
everything.
how long you're in Vancouver, like, it's not the best place to stay, but since we were here for so long, it was perfect. But
Yeah,
if you've got the time, and you're not staying there, just go up there, walk around the suburbs, and there's like sort of, what's the river called?
Lynn Creek.
Just walk along Lynn Creek. There's like a suspension bridge 3 or 4 kilometers up from the road. It's just so pretty.
It really is. It's lovely. We leave Vancouver in 2 days. We are heading across to the east coast of Canada.
Yes.
For another month or so.
I know you might be wondering, why did we fly London to the west coast, to the east coast again?
Money.
It's
Was
just
cheaper.
for some weird reason.
But next week you will actually see our Whistler vlog that we filmed a few days ago.
So good.
That we, as we mentioned earlier, didn't say anything about until then. But it was so good.
Loved
It was great. And then we will see you over on the east coast.
Yes. We're going to explore all of the east coast, or as much as we can.
Yes.
So it's exciting.
So thank you for watching. Give us a like, comment and subscribe, and let us know if you like this Vancouver vlog.
Sorry about the noise. There are constantly seaplanes
Yep.
flying over Stanley Park. Follow us on Instagram, and we hope you enjoyed seeing our relaxed take on Vancouver. And we will see you in Montreal.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.